Hello, and welcome to this complete demonstration of the ExComS Knowledge Agent. The Knowledge Agent is designed to help researchers work through academic literature more efficiently. In this demonstration, we'll follow the complete workflow from building a research library to reviewing and exporting a finished document. After logging in, you will arrive at the main page. The platform follows three main stages: Create, Illuminate, and Articulate. We'll begin in Create by selecting Open Your Library. The library is where you upload and organize the documents you want the Knowledge Agent to analyze. You can upload PDF or Word documents. When uploading a document, you can classify it as either a source paper or my own material. This separation helps the system understand how each document should be used. Source papers provide academic evidence, while your own material supplies instructions, requirements, or additional context. Documents that have already been uploaded can also be moved between these two categories. Each successfully processed paper will appear as ready in the library. Once your uploads have finished, select Refresh Oracle. Refreshing the Oracle rebuilds the knowledge map using the latest documents in your library. If you upload more papers later, you can refresh the Oracle again to incorporate the new material. Once the library is ready, open Articulate and move to the Publication tab. Select Assess My Library. The system reviews your library and scores each topic against the requirements of different publication types. Topics are then ranked by publication potential. Each result shows the main topic, the number of associated concepts, and the publication format that appears to be the strongest fit. The available formats can include a conference paper, short communication, or letter, review paper, including a systematic review, case study, theoretical or conceptual paper, methodology or technical paper, data paper, and original research paper. A readiness percentage appears beside every format. This percentage does not simply show how much research exists on the topic. It indicates how well the material currently contained in your library meets the expected requirements of that particular publication type. Expanding a publication category provides a more detailed explanation. The system shows the concepts grounding the topic, what is already covered by your library, and an estimate of how much related research exists in the wider area. This can help you judge whether your library is currently better suited to a concise conference paper, a review, a methodological paper, or a more extensive original research study. The system supports this decision, but the researcher still needs to determine whether their particular contribution is genuinely new. If you find an appropriate direction, you can select Generate Draft. This produces an initial document based on the chosen topic and publication format. It may include sections such as an abstract, introduction, methodology, and conclusion, together with potentially relevant figures. The draft provides a structured starting point that can then be reviewed and developed further. Now, we'll move over to Illuminate, which contains the main research exploration features. The first page we see is Insights. This provides a simplified, easy-to-read overview of the findings identified across the library. The dataset is divided into several categories, which we'll examine in a moment. However, it is preferred to use the Explore page instead, which presents same info but more visually. Here, we can see the complete concept map. Each node represents an individual concept or knowledge point extracted from the papers, while the edges show the relationships between them. Let's look at the different categories, starting with Established. Established concepts are well covered across multiple papers and supported by consistent evidence. These are the areas that are already clearly represented and understood within the library. Next, we have Islands. These are concepts that have been defined but remain only loosely connected to the rest of the research. The knowledge point is present, but it has not yet been developed into a strongly connected area within the literature. Hidden gems are among the most valuable findings produced by the analysis. These are highly important concepts within the top 10% by centrality, but they appear in only a small number of papers. This means they have strong research value while still remaining unexplored. Assumed foundations are concepts that connect across multiple papers but are never properly defined. They are often used as familiar vocabulary or accepted ideas without being directly studied or explained. Boundaries are concepts that sit just outside the knowledge already covered by the library. They are closely related to topics we understand, but they have not yet been formally investigated. Next, we have gaps. At this point, the video moves to a different dataset because the previous library did not contain any clear gaps. Gaps can appear when two areas are understood independently but have not been directly connected. The missing relationship between them may present an opportunity to develop a new research topic or direction. The final two categories are conflicts and gray areas. Conflicts identify points where papers disagree or use contradictory definitions. Gray areas represent concepts where the field itself remains uncertain. The topic may be present in the literature, but the papers use cautious or qualified language and no clear conclusion has yet been established. If you already have a particular topic in mind, you can use the search bar. You can select any knowledge point to view a short explanation of the category it belongs to, its relationship with other concepts, and the sources from which it was identified. You can also ask a complete research question based on the papers in your library. There are two main response options, verbatim and blended. Verbatim gives you an answer closely based on the wording found in the reference papers. This is useful when you want to see what the sources directly say about your question. Blended mode brings information from different papers together and presents it as a more natural, connected answer in its own wording, while still providing the supporting references. Below the answer, the system may also display relevant figures from the source documents. You can open these figures, examine them, and download them if they are useful for your work. Once you have decided on a topic, click Draft. This takes us into Studio, where we can begin developing the document. Start by entering the topic and providing an assignment brief. The assignment brief tells the system what the document should cover. Next, add the marking scheme. The marking scheme gives the system clear criteria against which it can develop and assess the work. Once the marking scheme has been added and parsed, you can choose to generate the complete draft or develop it section by section. The system creates an outline and begins producing the document. As each section is completed, you can view the content, current word count, and feedback provided by the system. Each section is assessed against the marking scheme. The feedback highlights areas that may need improvement, such as missing evidence, unsupported claims, or content that requires more detail. Relevant figures may also be suggested for individual sections, and these can be opened or downloaded. There are two main options for improving a section. Revise and critique this section. If you believe something is missing, you can enter your own instructions or add another relevant document using Add Your Material. You can also add instructions by writing through the Revise option. Critique this section asks the system to examine its existing work and attempt to improve it using the feedback and marking criteria. After the section has been updated, you can check the marking scheme again to see whether its assessment has improved. You can repeat this process for each section until you are satisfied with the document. The system can also recommend topics that it identifies as potentially valuable for further research. You can select one of these suggestions or combine related knowledge points and generate another document based on that direction. Once the document is complete, you can export it directly to Word. The exported document is organized into a clear academic format. It includes a table of contents, structured headings and subheadings, labeled figures, organized sections, and a complete reference list. If any required material is missing, such as a figure you intended to include, it can be added before completing the export. Thank you for watching this demonstration of the ExComS Knowledge Agent.